Greetings, beloved. It's me, Medicine Woman Cat, here with another video. I know it's been a while since I've just taken you guys out with me in a nice nature spot and just sat and talked. So today I was motivated to do so and get out and enjoy this beautiful autumn day. Look at how beautiful these colors are. It's just so nice. And I've been here in Georgia, Atlanta for a while, and that cold I gotta get used to it, but today it was a little nicer and I decided to venture out and enjoy this beautiful medicine in the form of tree medicine, sun medicine, water medicine, all of it, and even the silence. So I wanted to talk about relationships. If any of you follow astrology, you know there's been a lot of really interesting things happening in the cosmos when it comes to that. We had Venus in Libra, and now Venus has now entered Scorpio. So that has given us a lot of insight, reflection, and clarity when it comes to relationships. When Venus was in Libra, it gave us that connection, that true connection. And now that Venus is in Scorpio, we're headed towards more depth, truth, and we're heading towards an alchemical type of transformative relationship with another that helps us transform. Either we're going to die and be reborn into a higher version of ourselves, or we are going to digress, but the choice is yours. So you can either reject this love or embrace it. It's all part of the program and the lesson, whichever decision you make. So just knowing that this energy, and if you don't really want or follow astrology, the current energy that is happening planetarily and cosmically is one of intensity, purpose, alchemy, alignment, and definitely passion and drive. So we've got that Mars and Pluto energy with the death and rebirth going on. Every relationship has its own purpose, its own destiny, its own path, its own journey, and its own lessons. So this is why we shouldn't regret any relationship, really, because it's all part of the plan, even though it may not feel like it is. So yes, every relationship has its own frequency and its own journey. I want to talk about high-level soulmate relationships. These are typically not our karmic relationships where we encounter much more pain and suffering and lessons that are learned very hard and difficult and challenging way. Sometimes these high-level soulmates come in and the connection begins to happen so quickly in such an accelerated fashion that we oftentimes do recoil from it, from the intensity of it, because it could be overwhelming to certain people. And that's one of the traits, is that things move along way quicker than you actually anticipate or expect. So it's just a matter of learning to trust and go with the flow when it comes to that, and just allow whatever is meant to naturally and organically unfold to do so. When we encounter this high-level soulmate, it doesn't mean that things are going to become easy. What it does mean is that we're attracting in a soul vibrational mirror to reflect our current spirit's evolution. And as we go into a higher vibrating frequency, we also go into attracting higher vibrating soulmates. And so that means if we have been doing inner work for ourselves, working on our trauma, our issues, our wounding, or what have you, we are different. We attract different and we want different. So when different shows up, our job then is to now walk the walk. We've watched all the self-improvement videos, we've read all the books and all the podcasts and everything. So now it is time to put those concepts into practice, right? So it is time to stop running away from connection. It is time to stop shutting down and pulling back in terms of communication. When we have conflict in our relationship with a high vibrational soulmate, this is a portal and an opportunity for growth. And this is an opportunity for continued evolution and expansion. So it's definitely not something that we should run from, and basically something we should embrace, especially with the current energies that are happening, that are urging us into this intensity. So I want to talk about some of the traits of a high-level soulmate. Usually they come in very unexpectedly, or you didn't think that was going to happen or know that was going to happen. Usually you don't look for them. They appear in your field as a natural reflection of what it is you're calling in. Sometimes there are major age differences, society, cultural, religious differences. Sometimes there are obstacles to this connection in the beginning. We're talking about distance, family, other societal structures that may be in place that prevent these people from being together. It also is highly psychic and intuitively guided. It's also one where we confront the issues of the past in our relationship, and we are different. Our reactions are different. We're now healing together as one. We are now not being triggered, but the way we handle our triggers and the way we handle our anxiety or our avoidance or what have you when it comes to our attachment styles is different. The way we communicate, we show up with purposeful, mature, intentional, respectful, and loving communication. So that means there's no yelling, there's no dismissing, there's no gaslighting, there's no manipulative tactics or control. This is just pure communication, knowing that you have you have not only self-love and respect for yourself, and because you do, when you only accept that, this is what your partner mirrors back to you. So this is a beautiful opportunity for those of you who have been called into these connections. I will say this, it seems like love is in the air. There's been so many people actually fighting against relationships and love, really not wanting to be distracted by it, focusing on your own self and your own growth, which of course is wonderful. But this current energy is pushing you into who you're meant to be with, and it's with an intense purpose. So again, like I said, we can either fight this or flow with this. So if you choose to flow with this, understand that this is an opportunity and a portal for a higher vibrational love experience if you choose. So if you feel magnetized towards this person, and one of the other traits is this person feels deeply familiar to your soul, you feel magnetized towards them, almost like you can't really help it, even if you try to fight it. Your higher self knows that there's something there to be explored, and that's important for your evolution and growth. So if you choose to expand inside of this beautiful unfolding relationship, which unfolds organically and naturally because you've outgrown the forcing and the chasing, right? So now this is alignment. This relationship is different. This is an amazing time. You're on a timeline where your relationships are so different and so beautiful and so inspiring, not only to yourself, but to other people who may witness it. Another trait of a high vibrational soul connection is their shared purpose and shared life mission. Many of us are light workers, light warriors, chosen ones, and we are aligning with the same. The frequency feels really different than that of the past. So congratulations if you are on this path in which you have chosen not to run and shut down, and you've chosen to connect and go deeper with these soul connections happening now. Just remember to continue to pray for discernment and guidance and issues of the heart, and I wish you all the blessings and love. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe, put your notifications on so you know when I upload more videos. If you like this content, share it. And with that, I wish you a wonderful day.